I've got to point out for this set as well that, like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Bloom Owl a winner's semi set?
It was,
Rise.
Oh, my fault.
And then they fought again, and they fought and win again, losers final. Sorry, with Owl taking it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, with this tournament, Bloom Owl to win a semi set, fighting again in losers finals.
I'm gonna see it now.
We
I was
are.
gonna say.
Option for it was Joker and Sephiroth still. So I mean, it didn't get terrible last time for Owl, so I don't blame him for sticking with Sephiroth.
It's interesting about this match. I thought they would try the Sora, but I feel like Owl is locked in on Sephiroth today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like he's just been Sephiroth the whole way.
Have we seen much else besides the Sora? Because I was going to say, they did play a Rise, as you mentioned, Joycey, and Bloom just did not look comfortable in the Bayonetta pick. So went to Joker when they played the winners, and it did its work. It put its work in, and just looking to run that back in this losers final.
And of course, when you've had a set to gather data as well, Owl is very much one to keep it in the back of the mind and be like, okay, well, now that I've fought Bloom's Joker today, I can see, you know, because the thing is, you can keep it in mind for like 2-3 weeks time, but somebody might have also then picked up on that and then got adjustments. But honestly, it looks like he still needs a little bit of work going in because Bloom, you know, just dominant start really.
Well,
Yeah,
I know I was
really
like,
great start.
not exactly hating, but I know I was like kind of like, you know, ragging on the Bloom secondaries, but I feel like this is like, when it's like this and Aegis and Wolf, I feel like these are the 3 secondaries that are like validated.
Yeah, like an established.
Yeah, these are like actual things that I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I don't mind watching
Like,
this.
this isn't the first time we've seen the Bloom Joker.
Yeah, this
You know,
isn't
we've
this
seen
isn't
it
a
couple of
random
times.
pick. Do you know what I mean?
Beat
So I'm
Luto.
cool with this
Like-
Joker.
Game.
And the Joker, like you said, the Joker beat Owl in winners, so by no surprise either.
Yeah, well, yeah, like you said, Sam managed to take that game off Luto in UFA, so it's very legit. Very much a legit character.
Yeah.
And like you said, Joyce, you already played the Joker, and it almost feels like a continuation of the set. It feels like game 5 finished that set, now they're on to game 6. It's like the information from that last set is still there and it's still relatively fresh.
At this point, they're just running the first attempt.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, that is exactly what it feels like. Really, really excellent point. But of course, you know, we might end up seeing some of the characters from Owl. Again, I know we've been talking about like the lock into the Sephiroth. Of course, it's doing really, really well. Don't get it twisted.
Whoa, what a tag.
The idea was sick. The idea
Yeah.
was really sick there.
Such a lovely idea. But I think maybe if the Seph doesn't do as well in this game and the next game, we might see, you know, the Sora pick, even the Banjo pick potentially.
I'm ready to watch more of this matchup because like it doesn't look good for Seth. I'm not gonna lie. Joker being like kind of small, and then Arsene when it kicks in, just seems to blow Seth up. Like he gets blown up.
I feel like a lot of the time is that Joker can deal with Sephiroth at mid-range, or out mid-range him, I guess.
Right.
Sephiroth is very good, got a big sword, as we know, but Joker obviously has the guns and the side B, which kind of can out-camp him a little bit as well. So, and obviously if you can't use side B negates the neutral because you shoot Arsene down B, and you can just get more Arsene. So you kind of lost the neutral to an extent as well.
Absolutely. And there's also the issue of a lot of Sephiroth's hitboxes, like namely Bear and Fair, they're very narrow. And like you said, Joker is a skinny character.
He is
shifts his hitbox a lot. So you're throwing out those narrow hitboxes and you're kind of struggling to catch the character. Then you've got down B, which can counter stuff like Octo Slash, which Owl does like to use when at the ledge a lot. To kind of stall or just like damage shielding it to back off. But that won't work against counter. Especially one of his largest Jokers. That's a gigantic.
Yeah, that move is huge, man.
Also, sense away neutral B. And so when our set comes out, it feels like the matchup just goes from bad to worse.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind. I was about to say, we were about to get excited.
Yeah, I'm about to get hype. I was like,
But-
Seth might be. Never mind.
The thing is like Joker just has the neutral game over Sephiroth. Sephiroth is just doesn't have the neutral game over Joker too well. So a lot of these, what we said, Sephiroth has a terrible time.
Yeah.
Sephiroth just doesn't have a good time at all, does he?
Well, I mean, we did see the Sora come out and beat Bloom at Rise, so it will be interesting if it comes out again, but a lot of Owl's picks are just about what character he feels like he's playing best with. He doesn't necessarily pick to matchups that much, he just picks to, like, what he prefers. But if he's feeling Sora on the day, he's just going to run Sora.
Yeah, I feel like I was going to say that. I think that's a him thing. I think he's just going to stay Seth.
Yeah,
Yeah, to be
probably.
fair.
And if he does go to somewhere else, I feel like the Banjo, the most reliable pick I like to call it, that's like his tried and true main in Ultimate. I feel like that's his best character in Ultimate overall. I think I'd just go him if he wants to counter pick.
Well, I was surprised because when we were doing the custom skins for Brink, he picked Banjo as his custom.
Have we seen the Owl Banjo?
Yeah, we
at all?
have. We have.
We saw it, I think, yesterday versus Judges. I think that's the only time I remember
it was
seeing
against Judges.
Like 1 game or maybe 2 games.
It was for a couple games.
Yeah, it wasn't many, but today has been Sephiroth. The only thing, yeah.
Sephiroth
I mean,
will-
also good warm-up potentially for Grand Finals.
Mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really good, innit?
Really, really relevant matchup to keep in mind for
Sephiroth
Luigi.
on that.
Yeah, Joker Seth.
Yeah, but sticking with
Yeah.
Sephiroth. Where are we going? Yeah, change of scenery. I think we were going to like, town last set. We went to town this for the first game as well. Ain't working out too much, so we are going to get a bit of change of scenery. It's all Battlefield.
Yeah, especially against big man Arsene. You kind of want to avoid town when you're slightly Sephiroth,
Yeah.
right? Because we saw somebody of the Arsene Fair come out in that last game,
Killed.
just completely obliterate.
Killed about 30%.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunate.
So definitely wanting to avoid.
Whoa!
Speaking
Never
of
mind,
kills.
right. Blast
Damn.
zone sizes.
Do not completely irrelevant if you're allowed to charge F smash rip into that neutral gap. We were talking about catching onto his player habits and just having other people kind of figured out. Seems like that's happening to Owl right now.
Yeah.
Foot's on the other foot.
He even got the wing too, man. That was rude.
Yeah.
It's
Just
the
woke
level-
up to that.
It's the levels on levels on levels, though, right? Like we've gone from like losers semi-finals where it just felt like Owl was just that step above Jezo, and now we're here where Bloom is that just step above Owl, and then this isn't even Grant, right? We've got Luigi waiting, who's even the step above that today, at least. It's just wild to me how like incredible all of these players are, but there is just this hierarchy in place, and it's so hard to break. But an up smash like that is a good start.
He's getting like I was getting so many up smash. Got just the previous set with Jezo, and that good up smash there as well. He's really kind of capitalizing on his landing options as well. Because like I said before, he's kind of maintaining a grounded play to push his advantage state. Doesn't need to overextend. He's just waiting for the landing. And Sephiroth's got a big old sword, so
Yeah.
do what he wants.
Oh
Oh no!
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
It's fine. He got another wing.
Oh, makes it right back. I was saying, Joycey, like that, or you were saying that hierarchy, and it just feels like if you want to beat the people above you, you can't just play on point. You have to like, break your limits. You kind of have to get to a new like level. This could be like signs of a turnabout right now. As Owl rolls things back. Listen, an up smash rip, but doesn't quite hit it. Getting sent back to the ledge. Bloom in the driver's seat right now, taking control of the center stage. Opto slash, punish with a down smash. Owl dropping down to final stop in this game. Bloom is still holding onto that lead.
Oh my god, the downers as well. I feel like Owl is very like I don't know how to say it. He's Hail Marys again, right? He loves the up smash, but like it's that when it works, the reward is really good. You know, if you can hit that sweet spot, he gets kills like under 100. You know what I mean? After hit as well. So on Joker, so it's pretty good. It's just that like usually he's getting caught out for it, and you know, with Bloom nearly at Arsene level, you might have to be scared.
It reminds me of like a lesser extent, but of course like MK Leo, where he's got this like really ridiculous neutral, and then every now and again he goes for like a Hail Mary read.
Yeah.
Just when he's like certain that okay, you've got this habit and I'm gonna take it, and you can see, you know, like with a character like Sephiroth that can just reap such a reward. Oh, Sephiroth's grab sucks, but
Yeah.
the second one's all right at the very least. Thankfully had enough time there, but that's just real unfortunate. But this is going toe to toe right now.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Joycey. Like what you were saying about just being able to let it rip. And I think it works so well with Owl's playstyle because he's just such a methodical player and just kind of like does what he thinks is best in each situation, and then completely throws off his rhythm and just like changes the tempo by letting something rip, which just goes against the way he usually plays.
Optimal till it's not,
Yeah,
right?
exactly, and it completely flips, and you don't expect it, and it pays its dividends. It just does so well.
That back air from Arsene is so impressive.
Exactly.
It's swinging.
It literally forced Owl out. Like he took 2 back airs and showed. He's like, nope, I can't do this anymore. I have to leave.
Fine.
Ooh,
No
I like that.
Arsene,
I
no
like
Arsene now
Good.
though. This is
Good.
very favorable
Yeah.
for for a one that's gonna stay for a long time on our side.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
he
so
tried
skinny.
Just barely missing the up smash. Now, OwlBBs
So strong a bit.
in control.
Can he get back?
He
He
can!
can!
Onus on Bloom, however, he lets it drop and just loses the final stock. OwlBBs.
I thought Bloom won that.
I was like,
So
I
did
wondered who fell faster. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh, did Owl throw? Oh no, he didn't. Okay.
Yeah. Though I saw the wing and I was like, hold on, he's got one more.
Yeah, he's got another one.
Mudwing really putting us work in saving Owl in that situation. Bloom losing that game. Now we're 1-1 apiece.
So I assume we're going to be singing with Sephiroth for the entire set.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think particularly after that game, but...
Ooh,
Bayonetta.
alright, he's
He's
got
way
Bayonetta.
I wonder why, because the Joker was doing incredibly well.
It's just dropped a game.
I feel like he doesn't want to risk it.
Yeah,
I guess
he's
he
dropped
would
one
be,
game.
It's
and
just
he
like,
said,
if I'm losing, I just need to go my best character. It's not a matchup thing.
God, aggressive down there.
like, you'll see that he goes Joker a lot because he wants that top player experience because it's still like in progress almost. But I think that especially recently, like his unwavering confidence of like, oh, I can just reverse 3-0 anyone here. It's not really as strong anymore because he knows that they can beat him.
Who was it last week that did? I mean, I'm thinking last week. We decided this already, but did he go Joker last week with the Bayonetta versus Owl?
It was the Veil
Bayonetta.
versus Owl Sora, and he lost.
Okay.
But he actually beat Owl with random in winners, so it was interesting.
Yeah, it was Mario Snake.
Yeah. It was in part, I think, because of Owl's understanding of Bayo, and that's why I was wondering why we saw the Joker. But I think that if the Joker isn't working in itself, you just got to go for it.
I think that's the thing with Owl, right, though, is that of all the players that know Bayonetta, you got to remember, Owl used to be the pioneer of this character, both in the previous game and even, honestly, towards, like, the beginning of Ultimate. Like, Owl was the one, and I feel like he lost a lot of faith in the character, but in the same vein, we have seen the Owl Bayonetta a couple of times. Most notably, he won Den of Dragons with it.
Yeah.
But again, that's the thing. When you've got somebody that not only plays your character, but was also sort of the one to really push it forward in the UK before Bloom came along, this is sort of like the hardest opponent, I feel, for Bloom's Bayo specifically.
There's not going to be any like things you're going to like get caught out by. You're not going to get caught out by like SDI tricks or mix-ups too much because you're going to be used to it yourself, right? There is a little bit of knowledge there.
Yeah, that is interesting. It's kind of like something out of like a story, Joycey. It's like you are playing the first gen master of your character. You know, the one that wrote the book on what you're using right now.
The Sacred Jedi text.
Yeah, exactly. All these moves that you use, all these combos, that's the person who wrote the book on them in the UK.
It's wild though, because honestly, the parallels between these two players in terms of their history, you know, both starting off as Wi-Fi warriors and then both taking the UK by storm. You know, Owl used to be the hidden boss of the UK, and then, you know, in the previous game certainly just sort of exploded out of nowhere and did incredibly well no matter what tournament he went to, and also going a wide range of characters as and when he felt it. Not so much to the same extent as Bloom, but honestly, the parallels, I love seeing these two play because it's exactly like you said. It feels like the old gen against the new gen of almost like the Wi-Fi prodigy that is just erupted into Smash UK.
I'm both just have sick fundies.
That's right, that as well. That as well.
Yeah, you can summarize it like that. Just like,
It's just sick fundies, isn't it? So I like that. See, again, of Owl not really overextending, just keeping grounding pressure because he doesn't need to go that high. Oh, he's done it again.
What a wait.
What a bait, yeah.
Just trying really, like,
Yeah,
it's like a little bit too desperate, expecting maybe a heel slide or something.
Yeah, lucky to not be punished for that, however. Just was planting his feet by center stage before getting central edge, but fights his way back.
Oh my god, what a
Waiting on the
spot
counter
dodge wait!
A lot of Sephiroth's F-tilt there.
I mean, he grabbed, he just a confident grab.
Yeah.
Oh, heel smash!
He's
That-
got him up smash.
That's a bit slow, that.
Yeah, a slight lack of patience for that dash attack. Lucky to not get punished. Following Bloom all the way down. Good
jump.
Edge guard.
Oh, that back is going to take
Back
it.
here's going to find its place, hitting Sephiroth squarely in his face.
Just about, like, that was a terrifying sequence at the end.
It
Yeah.
was.
Great movement. Like, Bloom's really good at mixing up between full hop and short hop, and against Steph's narrow hitboxes, that's all the difference.
Can I just point out how interesting it was how low he went for that forward air? Like, that just like reminds us of he just knows Bayonetta. He knows kind of how to punish that, right? He didn't get the hit sadly, but you don't really see anyone else going that low to go punish Bayonetta's recovery. It just attests.
Genuinely, the only person I can think of is Luigi.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, outside of Owl, Luigi realistically is the next biggest opponent.
The amount of sets they've had.
Bayo. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, is like, you can't really gimp Bayo. We all know this, but you can still edgeguard as long as you knocker off that side platform.
Yeah.
And that's something that Owl knows, and he's going to take advantage of because he's got that extra range. We're seeing the Piranha Plant skin, though, by the way. Gotta respect it. The old lore.
The Blooms, when he first started as a Piranha Plant main.
I want to see this go to game 5. I want Owl to show what he's capable of and what he has been doing just throughout this entire top 8. I want him to keep this going strong. I want to push him to his limits.
Oh my god, wait, what happened?
I was really listening to you, Dan, but you were like, we were talking about Piranha Plant, and you were like, I really want to see it. And I was like, you don't want to see the plant.
Yeah, that's what
Like, I was going to interrupt you, like, no, you do not want to see the plant.
Your
Dan.
absolute worst nightmare goes to game 5 and Bloom goes plant. Like,
I know, I started talking about how badly I wanted to see this game 5, then Fab starts staring at me.
how dare
I'm like,
you?
have I insulted your goal? My fault.
What a catch on the
Do you know
ABK
what?
from Ledge.
Even though he's been doing this against everyone, I think it works so well against Bloom because Bloom's big habit, in my opinion, or even not even in my opinion, from what I noticed, is that he loves those aerial ABKs from the ledge.
The thing is, you're so close to
Everyone
the ground,
does.
it hits shield, you're so close to the ground, that the shield stun means you can't really punish that as a result.
Right,
Like, you're doing too much shield stun, and he's just so to the ground. It doesn't auto cancel, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
I want to add on to that as
Right
well.
there
The fact
again.
that normally Sephiroth with that big tall hitbox, ABK would hit, but because you're slightly crouching when you charge that up smash, Bloom
low
just
profile.
sailed over Owl and then just got hit by the up smash. Nearly got hit by another one there, and this is a dead even
Back air?
game. 60%.
Literally just that air dodge, just handing that back here
That's
to
a
Owl.
DLC.
Bye.
Paid for that move.
It was literally, it was like a match made in heaven. Just had to
Yeah.
swing that sword to take that stock, and OwlBBs in the lead. Bloom attempted to carry him off stage.
Yeah,
He had
and
the
it's-
fair loops. I didn't know if he was going to go for the jab for another kill, because that's what he's been finding these kills mostly against Owl
Yeah.
Seth with Bayo. It's kind of like the fastful fair loops, or just into the jab straight away.
yeah, he's tall, so he's gonna be
Jab.
a victim of those loops a lot more, and the jab's
really
gonna kill
tough.
earlier as well.
Landing fair jab.
See, this is a pretty spicy spot here for Owl. Gonna want to take it, of course,
Whoa,
to
wait.
a game 5, but Bloom really exerting this pressure. He wants his run back as, against Noogie here, but Owl is really, really making him work
Oh
for
my
it.
god, what a catch.
Yeah, the pressure's on Owl to kind of take this to game 5. Doesn't want to bounce out just yet.
Oh
Yeah,
my
god, again.
God,
Again,
so
you tried it
good.
again.
No way, no way, don't get
Whoa.
pressed. No way, no way. Okay, you're right.
Just so good at finding those up smashes. If they don't hit, they always barely miss.
And
So
now
except for-
Owl's
except for
getting a
Owl.
bit too. I'm seeing too many of them now. Like it was cool before, but like let's do a little something else because at the moment he's just getting punished for it.
Yeah,
Not
it's a lot.
heavy, but he's still taking on percent when he's losing.
Yeah,
What
it's
retreat? What retreat?
it's a lot of nerves from somebody who's normally so calm. But that's what playing
That's the
against
wrong
a player
way.
as good as
Just
Bloom is
letting Owl get
gonna
back
do
to
to you.
stage for
Oh my
free.
god!
No way! No way! He just missed attack on that!
That is a heartbreaker and a half
That's
all the
anti-fan.
way.
Visions of Pelly Hollow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the way.
Yeah, man.
All the way
Visions,
to lose.
honestly, visions of Owl Pele. Like
Yeah.
Oh my
the
God,
way
don't
that
even
set
remind
ended
me.
felt kind
The
of
first
similar.
set or the second set.
The first set.
Yeah, don't even remind
Yeah.
me.
The first set, like the SD
Yeah.
with the sour spot down airs.
Yeah, just one
It just
unfortunate
happens.
way to go out.